So Henrietta, first of all, can you tell me a bit about the G+'s relationship with the Crown Estate?
Yes, I can. The Crown Estate is really proud of the relationship that we've got with the G+. We've had a long-standing relationship for some time. Round 3 was over a decade ago, and since then, I think the G+ was established about over 8 years ago. There's been a huge amount of change in the industry since then, and a lot of that is because of the ownership and leadership that G+ has demonstrated for health and safety. The Crown Estate sees our position as being a responsible landlord. And that position of being a responsible landlord really means that we're actively encouraging the G+ to lead and take ownership for health and safety in the way that it has done. And that's just demonstrated by the great different activity, including the Safe and Design workshops. Initially, the Safe and Design workshops, I think, were instigated by the Crown Estate, but that's something that the G+ has really taken on board, enhanced and improved, and now is a really active part of the work that they do moving forward. On top of that, the G+ is very, very good at being data-driven and data-led, so a lot of the activities that they do, the great amount of collaboration throughout all of the different stakeholders involved, is a real strength of the G+, because it means that as an industry, they're really open to using the evidence to inform the activity that they do, have a really positive impact on the performance, the health and safety performance of the industry as a result of that.
Indeed. So just picking up on that incident data collection and reporting, which of course is one of the key pieces of the G+'s work, I'd love to hear a bit more about, from your perspective, from the Crown Estate's perspective, about what impact that's actually had to drive health and safety across the sector. So how in particular has that helped?
It's the Crown Estate recognised the Crown Estate is passionate about health and safety, and we recognise actually that a lot of that data is really rich data for us to understand and make sure that the industry is progressing and improving its health and safety performance. It's one of the requirements that we have in our agreements actually, that our developers and operators collate that data and they share it with industry. A big reason for that is because with that data, you can then target activity, particularly the G+ activity, to make sure that you are constantly improving and continuously enhancing the way that the industry can improve their health and safety performance. It also means as the industry progresses, there's bigger wind turbines further offshore. It means that that data demonstrates if there's other areas, other risk areas that might need additional focus or additional activity. A great example of that, for example, is things like dropped objects, the quantity of dropped objects, and the work that G+ has done with other organisations to create a great standard around that, to hopefully reduce the impact and the likelihood of those dropped object incidents happening.
And finally, the Crown Estate launched leasing round 4 last year. Are you able to give me an update on that?
Yes, we were really excited to launch round 4 in September last year, and it's a 2-stage process. We're in pre-qualification at the moment, and we hope to complete the process throughout the course of 2020. It was really important to us that we collaborated with industry to really inform the different the scale and location of potential seabed rights. The feedback was really critical to kind of us enhancing that process, and also, as a result of it, hopefully, it's going to potentially produce energy to power over 6 million homes across the UK. So obviously it's a really, really important activity for the Crown Estate moving forward.